Friends, welcome to Mystery Stamping. We are redoing number 64 tonight. So, old recipe, new products. You know, you can make recipes all the time differently. Hi, Nancy. I'm glad to see you are right on time. You're probably earlier than me. I had some weird internet stuff. My phone and my computer are right next to each other. Like, here's my phone and my Wi-Fi was a lot slower on my computer. So I had to do a little research. I don't know. I turned my Bluetooth off on my Mac. Hopefully that'll help. If it doesn't, we'll try something different. Right now I have a strong signal, so we're going to get started. Let me share my pile that I have here. Oh, let me get this kind of going a little bit. And that should be muted. There we go. All right, let me add this. And let me get that big and me little. There we go. Got a little glare, but nothing major. Be sure to say hello when you get here. Let us know where you're from, what you're up to. Hopefully you're doing mystery stamping with us, right? Okay, I am turning the mat, but I need to do the camera because the mat being crooked will drive me crazy all evening. Anyway, right now, bonus days are happening. And for every $50 that you spend, you get a $5 coupon to use in February. It's that easy. If you get to $75, however, you get the product of the month. And this month, the product of the month is $5 in the United States. Hi, Deb. How are you? So the product of the month right now is Not Lovely Arrangements. Fabulous Sayings. I tell you, I did my whole class on this last week. So if you missed my class on Thursday, it was about the Fabulous Sayings and some other product that you can use, make some really cute, quick cards with. So, product of the month, if you get to $75 for $5 more, you can get this exclusive stamp set. You can only earn one. And this is in January. If they sell out before the end of the month, they're gone. But anyway, once you get to 80, you may as well go another 20, right? And get another coupon for the bonus days. Big news for Stampin' Cross Country. If you have not signed up for Stampin' Cross Country, you need to do so. We had a meeting yesterday morning, bright and early, and we added a few things. Now, if you're already registered, you're in all the way already. But if you haven't registered, listen carefully. We're adding a night of bingo. We're adding mystery stamping, which you already do with me. And I'm the mystery stamp leader. So anyway, Sunday, we are adding Scrapbook Sunday. And we are going to do some presentations with some scrapbooking products. And it's totally an add-on, and we're going to do the scrapbooking part for everybody. So instead of being a 2-day event, it is now a 3-day event. Plus, somewhere in the middle of the week before is bingo and mystery stamping on Tuesday night. And we're turning it into a week-long event. It is going to be so awesome. So craftwithcheryl.com, scan the QR code that's right up there, or drop me a line. I can get you in. I can help you with all the things. So right now, our beautiful annual catalog is still in, and our mini catalog is new, and our online exclusive products. Now there's a new one of these coming out in March. Demonstrators get to see it tomorrow. I'm excited. But the reason I'm telling you this is February is also when the last chance list comes out. And they are telling us that the red rubber stamps are, a lot of them are going away. So I don't know what publication they might be in, but we're having a hard time sourcing rubber. Stampin' Up! Is. And when I toured the factory, it was very apparent that it is just a challenge. So don't be surprised if there's a lot of last chance products on in February. But if they're gone already, they're gone. So don't wait. Get them all you can. So tonight I am going to use the Lovely Blossom Sweet Collection. I believe I used one of these last week, but tonight I am using the stamp set and the dies and the paper. We are redoing number 64. And we are going to get started. Here's Nancy's comment. She's one of my Stampin' Cross Country people. She cannot wait for Stampin' Cross Country weekend. So we cannot wait either. We are getting so excited for it. I have to start. I'm supposed to be getting an email out to you guys tonight. So hopefully I will. I have part of it done with the supply list. So I'm going to put Fabulous Sayings away because I'm not using that one. My piles are, some of them are growing and some of them are shrinking. I'm trying to get a little more organized in my craft room. All right, so this is what I'm using, my stamp set and dies. So first up, cardstock 4 1/4 by 11 and scored. We're going to check my score marks in a minute because I mess those up sometimes, and I remember doing it on this card. So, okay, designer series paper. I'm going to use this beautiful paper. This is from the Lovely Blooms, which coordinates with the Lovely Arrangements. This is 3 1/2 by 4. And then 2 by 4, I chose to use a different pattern, but same pattern pack. Same paper pack. There we go. 2 by 4. And we're going to cut white die cut. Oh, a die cut 3 to 3 1/2. I used one of the Spotlight on Nature dies sets. And then we need a 3 by 3 white piece or vanilla. I'm using white. And then basic white or vanilla 3/4 by 3 1/2. Then a stamp set with sentiments. And then also a stamp set that's got some flowers and stuff. And I have these from a different project, so I'm probably just going to use those to speed things up. Okay, I'm going to set this aside. We are going to double check my score marks. Like I said, I have messed this card up before, I think, because I was probably talking and scoring at the same time. All right, I don't know why my light seems dim right now. Nope, that's not it. Okay. Maybe it's just me. All right. Got a dog hair. Imagine that. Okay. So my first score mark is at 2 1/4, 2 1/4. My second one is at 3 5/8. Got that one. Oh, we interrupt this to open the arm. All right, then my next score mark is at 7 3/8. Okay, I got that one. And then my last one is at 8 3/4. Okay, mine are correct. Yay! All right, good to go. All right. The reason we're doing a redo card tonight instead of a new recipe is because I had my grandkids today and I just didn't have time to type up a new one. So we are getting a redo, number 64. We haven't done it for a while though. All right, so we're going to crease. Okay, the end pieces are going to come forward. So pull your end pieces forward and get one of those bone folders out and crease those. And then the ones closest to center are going to go back. So closest to center, it goes back. I will show you in a moment what it looks like. So that's what it looks like. The center is going to come up. And this is where I've made the mistake before, but it's all going to work. So this way, when you pop it down like that, it will fit in a standard envelope. So there we have it. Now you can match up the coordinating pieces. So DSP here and DSP here. All right. Then DSP, the big piece of DSP goes in the middle. All right, so there is our beautiful card. It is what I would call a display card. It is one that you have to put up on the mantle, and everybody who gets it will just love it. So we're going to glue these pieces on. So go ahead and choose your glue of choice or whichever's handiest. So what I'm using is whichever's handiest. I'm going to go ahead, and this is going to get that same border around the edges that we love so much. I used a little extra glue on this side, I can tell, because it's slipping around a little bit more than I really want. But that's what I want, but I don't want it to slip after I leave it. All right, now we're going to put this one on. Maybe I'll do it this way. Got a little close to the edge there. So that's when you go in and catch that little glue from the edge. That's why I usually do it on the DSP. Don't know what I was thinking. All right, so I've got my two end pieces, and they look pretty okay. And then I told you I got this at the dollar store. I don't like glue bumps. Oh, see, I squeezed glue right out that end. I was being a little too generous with my glue tonight. So at that point, you just get one of those little glue erasers out, and you just, these adhesive erasers are so awesome. There. Well, I got glue here too. Boy, see, I have to make these mistakes so you guys have time to catch up with me, because of course you're not going to make all the mistakes that I'm making. All right, there's that piece. Now I'm going to learn from my mistakes, and I'm going to put less glue on this piece. I know I'm off camera, sorry. All right, less glue went on this piece. Ha, ha, ha. Famous last words. Less glue. All right, now I am going to smush this down. Trying to get it straight on there. Then I'll use my little smudger. I could use my bone folder too, but this has just got such a nice little edge on it. I think it's for like vinyl work and stuff. All right, so there is our card base. And I'm going to put the glue eraser away because hopefully I'm done making that kind of mistake. So next up, we have these 3 pieces of paper, and we're going to stamp on all of them. This piece, let's just get it out of the way, is for the back. It is something that you can sign, you can add a sentiment or not. This piece, if you choose to use it, this is an optional piece probably, is for a sentiment, and this is for some stamping. So this piece is going to go here. This piece can go here, and this piece can go on the back. So if your sentiment will fit on your die also, that's great. If not, you can do it your way. Hi, Lisa. How are you this evening? All right. Did you see the delivery that was put on your porch, Lisa? Lisa's my mail lady. She's going to be delivering stuff tomorrow. All right. I told you I have some stamps. I stamped them in, or some shapes. I stamped them in Secret C. And you know, they're just laying in here. I may as well use them up, right? All right. So let's see here. I think I'm only going to use one. And I'm going to use the leaves. Now, this was a leaf. This was a 3, but I cut one off. So it's your prerogative to do however you want to use your products. If you want to see the card that I made, that these are the leftover pieces from, you have to attend Stampin' Cross Country. This is the stamp set that we are using for Stampin' Cross Country. And one of them, the other one is the Easter bunnies, the Easter basket set. But this is the one. So, all right, I'm playing more than I'm doing anything. So I love the Sending Smiles. I'm going to use that. I think it should fit. That is like my favorite sentiment on here. I like Hello Friend too. But Sending Smiles. Because you can use Sending Smiles for birthdays, for thinking of you, for whatever you want. Now, in the process of cleaning the other day, I realized I put all my blocks away. So excuse me while I get a block or two out. Got the delivery. Yay. There was a card stuck on there with a piece of tape that's for my other delivery lady. I'll treat you to something else later, but that goes to her if it works. All right. There we go. I made the mistake of buying my sister a gift that was hard to mail. So her friend is in a town that's close to me right now. So she is my Pony Express. All right, I'm going to use Secret C again. And this has got some ridges, so I'm flipping over the ridges because you know me, I don't like the ridges. All right, Sending Smiles. There we go. Oh, and I think Sending Smiles and I need to read the words on here. Sending Smiles, always here for you. You are so lovely, so very much. Thank you. I'm going to leave that in the sentiment piece blank with stamps because then I can use it for whatever. All right. And I have some of my other Stampin' done. I cheated. But, you know, when you have pieces, you may as well use them. All right. I think I'm going to add a little color. This color is Petal Pink, so I'm going to add a little Petal Pink just to give it a little bit more oomph. I'm using my blends. Love, love, love my blends. I like that it doesn't leave marks. It's just so subtle. And you can barely see that, especially on camera, but I can see it. It's just very, very subtle. I'm going to do the same thing on this one. I'm not going to use the dark. And it works best with this ink if it's dried for a bit. If you see my sample at Stampin' Cross Country, you'll see that I kind of smudged my blues a little bit. I smudged my Secret C. It's not really a blue. It kind of is. I love this color. I use Secret C more than I ever thought I would. All right, there we go. That's my coloring for the day. Woohoo! Oh. All right, so let's build this. All right, now I think I do have some ribbon. Well, let me see what I have that's. Ooh, I got a like. Thank you for liking, sharing, commenting, all those fun things. That really helps me share with more people. So thank you all for watching and sharing and commenting and telling all your friends. Oh, I asked for petal pink and now I'm getting, yeah, I'm checking to see what ribbon I have that's current. So excuse me for a brief moment because I don't think I have a whole lot of ribbon that's current. I don't have that. Okay, well, that means we're not going to use a whole lot of ribbon. That works for me. We need more ribbon. This is one of the stamp sets, yes, that we will be using. All right, now I have to arrange my flowers. Actually, I think I'm only going to use the one. But I'm just gonna keep it simple, right? It's got to be my motto some days. Keep it simple. I was thinking about doing some shading and no, keep it simple, Cheryl. Keep it simple. All right, I'm just layering these back here so I don't get a whole bunch of extra. There. I cheated. All right. My die could maybe have been a little smaller, but that's okay. I can see which way I want it to go now. I think that way. All right, I'm going to use a few more. You know what? I'm going to use glue dots. They're not quite as, they don't pop it up quite so much. I already have dimensionals on there. So get my take your pick tool. Love my glue dots because they pop, but they don't. They raise it a little bit, but not overly so. All right. Stampin' Up! Made a very vague announcement today that something new is coming tomorrow, so please stay tuned. I will share it with you as soon as I know what it is. So I have heard a few speculations, but I do not know exactly what it is yet. All right, and then I'm going to add this with some dimensionals. So chances are good there'll be an email going out tomorrow. Actually, I was going to send it out today, and because of the announcement that's coming tomorrow, apparently, I am going to wait. So you will get an email tomorrow if you're on my email list. If you're not on my email list, go to craftwithcheryl.com and get on my email list. I send one once or twice a week. The summary one that's a little bit about everything always has a free tutorial in it. And that looks very plain, but that's okay. I'm going to flip it over and we're just going to put this little flower in the corner. Actually, we're going to go ahead and just add this and we can put the little flower off. It doesn't even have to be on the white. So then I can have more room. And you could make this bigger if you wanted. I just liked this size. Sometimes a whole big place to write is a little intimidating. But there you go. So if you've already registered for Stampin' Cross Country, I will be emailing you tonight with a supply list. And if you are not registered for Stampin' Cross Country, you can go do that. Registration doesn't close for 2 more weeks. About 2 weeks. And but I will even be emailing with the supply list tonight of the other supplies that we don't supply. If you do the full retreat, other things that you would like to probably have on hand, unless you want to substitute, which is always, always, always your choice. So there's the inside of my card. And I know that I've got some bling. Gotta bling it up a little bit. Sending smiles. Smiles should always include Wink of Stella, right? Wink of Stella should be a part of everything. Notice how I started with the light and then I went to the dark because Wink of Stella does pick up some of the color sometimes. All right, grab my bucket of embellishments that I need to go through and decide which ones are retired and which ones are not. Those might work. I think there's the muted. Nope, that's not it. Oh, I know. This is the same thing I do every week. I always have to flip through my... Those are the ones. I like those. Okay, we're going to go with those. Ooh, but these work too. I don't know if these are current anymore. But those would be kind of cool. No, we're going to go with the muted. These are Moody, not muted. Moody. It was an M word. I was close, right? Okay, I don't want any of the green. And the cloud cover isn't a part of it. I think there's enough white. So we're going to go with the dark. The secret C. See, that already makes it look better. We'll do, oh, 2 kind of close together. And then we'll pick another one. And there. There is my card for the evening. It is. It is. I would love to see your card. Please share it with me somehow, some way. And because I would love to see it. I don't think I have any other cards using this set that I can share with you. Right now, I have my Stampin' Cross Country one, but I'm not sharing that with you. Otherwise, I think this stuff... Oh, this is the one I made with this paper last week during my class. These are the cards that I made using the product of the month for these 3. So yeah. So there you have it. Mystery stamping number 64. It does fit in a standard size envelope. And sign up for my email if you want to be a part of or in on whatever news Stampin' Up! Is bringing to us tomorrow. And thank you for watching. Thank you for participating and liking, commenting, sharing, all the things. Tell all your friends and go register for Stampin' Cross Country if you haven't done it yet. You won't be sad. Bye-bye.